When we talk about democracy, a government for the people by the people, there's a conversation around there was nice democracy not having worked for African states in the way that it should.
There are two things here. The notion of African democracy, indigenous African democracy, and second, democracy the way it's practiced in the post-colony. Let me start with African democracy. African democracy was a tricky affair. It was a democracy by consensus. It is said in Mancon, for instance, that the quiver is the king's eyes. The king is everywhere. What this meant was that the centralized chiefdoms, kingdoms, fondoms in Cameroon, you have a king, but the king does not operate alone. Whatever decision the king takes is through a consensus. It has been discussed by the Council of Notables.
Yeah.
It has been discussed by the quarter heads, and they arrive at a consensus. And when the king is speaking, he is saying what the people want. After all, we'll ask ourselves, what did the people want in those days? It was very simple. It was about agriculture. It was about keeping certain forests for the king, because today they're talking about the environment. Africans were so conversant with the environment because it was embedded in their culture. They sit and they arrange. The traditional notables said, look, a stream that way nobody should carry water upstream. You can carry water only downstream. And they prepare a road for you to go there and carry water downstream. They try to keep that water clean. But it's a consensus. It's public health. And issues of litigation and so on and so forth, it had to be handled within the family, within the quarter. It was complex. It was taken to the palace for the king to look at it. You realize that people were involved in conflict resolution at different levels. And up to this day, in most of the centralized kingdoms in Cameroon, the traditional rulers still plays a very prominent role. That does not mean that we don't have magistrate courts, the modern courts. No, they are there. But sometimes, in order to give satisfaction to the parties, particularly family conflicts over land, issues of marriage, and so on, the native courts are still very effective. You see, so what I'm trying to say is that form of democracy is a governance of consensus. It operated, and it still operates to this day.
And it was very functional, and it was fair and just to the people. It worked for us, and it
worked for the people.
Yes,
it worked for the people.